Alright, today's video we are talking about the ARMS event completely. We did yesterday's video to explain how to do the quests and stuff and just little tips and stuff. Today is actually somewhat of a complaint about it / explain how it's bad. We're also going to give some suggestions on how to make it better. So, obviously we got the ARMS Week event. You can easily access, you go to the portal, it's right here, you click on it. You can see the pass. This pass is horrible. There is no way to earn XP in this pass currently other than these daily challenges. You get exactly 2 levels per day. There are 5 more days of the event. As you see, I did all mine today and yesterday. The weekly one gives you a couple. So if you do all 3 every day, you will have just enough to get to 15. If you miss a single day, you will not be able to hit 15 for rank. It will be impossible. You can obviously use the reroll chips, but if you miss several days, the reroll chips will not help you. You get 2 ranks a day. And again, it is barely there. It is a slither there. So you might not even fully get it. You might have to, because as you see here, we have a little bit extra here. Because of the weekly one, it put us like right here, and we have a little less than we did last time. So enough days in a row, you might not even be able to get a full 2 ranks out of it on the final day, potentially. So you'll have to re-roll anyways and use your chips, which are supposed to be able to be saved for future events in case you want to get more material or something. The only way you can earn these weapons currently is from here. You do the daily ones, the weekly ones, you get 30 per day, so you're not going to be able to buy many of these, but they're limited anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. It can go up to tier 4. Some people have reported that they've gotten tier 4s to drop from this, even when they only have tier 3 available. Other people have said you can't get tier 4 until you hit Guardian rank 9, which I believe is more accurate. The other way you can get them is also simply from Ada. You go to the shooting range, it's on the tower, you just go to the shooting range. You come here. You have to buy this engram every time if you want to focus it. It's 25 material. This material drops from everything you do in the portal. It's very easy to get. You do not have to have a hand cannon on. A lot of people think you have to have a hand cannon. You do not. The hand cannon does not give you a bonus amount. It gives you the exact same amount for whatever you do. Each activity has its own amount. Some have 50, some have 25, some have 15. It depends on what you do. Whatever you farm, that amount you get, no matter what, will give you that exact same amount, whether you have a hand cannon on it or not. This is fact. I know this because I've tested this. So you don't need a hand cannon on. You can use whatever weapon you want. Mind you, the hand cannon is fun to use and pretty good, so I would recommend using it, but you don't have to. I was doing Crucible games and using this setup and still had 15% or 15 material drop. So this material still drops either way. I've turned in a few right now, so that's why I don't have it. But yeah, so you have to buy this engram, and then you have to come here, and you can either buy this, which is random, but mind you, this random is currently bugged. At least I'm hoping it's bugged. I would not recommend buying this because I have bought it. I have had tier 3 since yesterday. I've bought this several times, and both sections of time I've bought it, it has given me tier 1s and tier 2 drops from here, as well as tier 3. So my engram currently is bugged. It gives me tier 2s and tier 1s, as well as tier 3s. Where it's supposed to from here says it only gives tier 3s. But as far as I know, it's the only way you can also get the shiny version is from here. The hollow foil version. I don't think you can get a hollow foil from here. I've bought quite a few of these because I realized, oh, this is giving me tier 1s and tier 2s. I don't want this anymore. So I've been farming this, and I have not gotten a shiny one. So they're extremely rare, or they just straight up won't drop from this. It's focusing purely the red ones. I don't know. Someone would have to tell me if they've gotten a hollow foil version or not from here. I do not know. It has not happened to me yet. So this system sucks. Because not only do you have to buy an engram, and you don't have a chance of it dropping randomly while you play, it's just you have to always buy one for 25 material. Then if you want to focus the hand, you have to buy 35, or get 35 more on top of that. And then if you wanted this, it's just 25, 25, you know, okay, whatever, I guess. It still sucks, but again, this can drop tier 1s and tier 2s as well as tier 3s, but it is the only way to get the trace rifle. So if you do want the trace rifle, you have to buy these engrams. You don't have a choice. There's no way to focus it right now. Hopefully later, next time this event comes around, probably in a month or 2 or more, it will have the trace rifle here. Hopefully we'll have both the hand cannon and the trace rifle, but they'll probably only have the trace rifle. How to get tier 3 is an absolute pain in the ass. It is definitely your Guardian rank. I'm Guardian rank 7 right now. You get tier 3s when you hit 7. According to what people were saying, once you hit tier 9 or rank 9, you're supposed to get tier 4s to drop. The problem is there's a lot of lockouts with these, so the modifier right here, I need a famine modifier active in the portal stuff. The only way you can get that is if you access Grandmaster stuff, but I'm currently under light. I have access to it, but I'm too low light to actually do Grandmaster successfully. Obviously, you can get somebody to carry you that's higher probably. Once you access it, you have to have it accessible, but I don't have someone at that level right now, personally. Obviously, I could probably make a post and look for someone, but I don't care, so That's my own thing. At the same time, I'm currently locked out because this right here was through Xenology Quest from Xur. I've done this already this season, but it is not retroactive. So now I have to wait until Friday to be able to do this, just so I can get this part unlocked. So I have a few days to maybe get enough light level to do this and have no issue. We'll see. The other thing you can do is these Master Conquests, which require light level. You have to be a specific light level to have access to these too, so these are somewhat time gated. Obviously, if you have a ton of time and farm a lot, you've already gotten past this point. But if you're someone that's casual, or someone that doesn't farm that much, or someone that doesn't really want to farm too much because it's right now not very interesting, you're kind of screwed. Because now you have to rank up your Guardian rank, which the only way to rank up your Guardian rank is to increase your level. And the only way to increase your level is to do the portal stuff, which drop you a ton of material. Or, well, not a ton, but some material. Depends on the activity. So it's a good cycle in a sense. They're forcing Guardian ranks to be useful in this sense. At the same time, I don't like that. The problem is this event is a week long. And they want you, if you want tier 4s, to go up a ton of rank. Like I said, we don't know what the future holds for this event. We don't know when this event's coming back. We don't know if the trace rifle is going to replace this hand cannon, and the hand cannon won't be focusable. We don't know if they're going to be both focusable next time, because the hand cannon was this time, and they just add the trace rifle. We don't know how any of that's going to work. We have no clue what the future holds for this event, because Bungie's told us nothing. And because Bungie's told us nothing about how it works, nobody was really thinking about doing the Guardian rank. There's a lot of people that didn't even touch their Guardian rank, including me, until this event. I went up, I think I was Guardian rank 4 or 3, and I went up this much in one day because I've done everything, and I had to go re-back and do everything for all these extra modifiers and stuff just to unlock it all. So I've been focusing it, but now, like I said, I'm currently time-gated because of a couple things, which sucks. Which, I mean, it's Guardian rank, it's usually time-gated anyways, it makes sense to a certain extent. But now, because it affects your loot quality, it's a big issue. Because now you can't focus engrams worth of shit. Takes a lot of material, and then it takes a lot of material to get the weapon. And you can't focus it worth of shit. So the system is designed around basically like what a 3-week event would be, like Solstice, not a 1-week event. This is not designed around a 1-week event. This is really, really bad design, period. It was good previously because there wasn't tier weapons, but now there's tier weapons, it's a problem. And since you can only get tier 4 weapons from the shop, it literally says right here, you can only get tier 4. It literally says max reward tier 4. That is concerning, because if you can only hit tier 4 buying like this, which, again, you're only going to get a few of because they're limited, as well as, well, you don't get many tokens, so it's also limited in 2 ways. I mean, they both correlate the same. I think you can get enough for both, but still, it's a delay. It's a problem either way. But then is this going to be capped at tier 4? If you're saying I actually got leveled, farmed like crazy, got to Guardian rank 11 or whatever, you're telling me I can't get a tier 5 version of this? Why is that? Unless this one's not maxed out at tier 4, which then is weird. Why is one tier 4 and the other one not? That's so stupid. I don't understand the design for that. It's bad. So, either tier 4 for both, or it's tier 4 for one and tier 5 for the other. But again, nobody's probably going to be able to hit the rank for tier 5 just yet. So, maybe there have been some that had that rank for Guardian rank, because usually it's tied to your level. So, Bungie, it should either just be tied to your level, so those people that are higher, or, which would be a better option since it is a 1-week event, is there should be weekly challenges. Just like there's daily ones, there should be 3 weekly ones, and all weapons start at tier 2 for these 1-week events. And then you add 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier. So you complete the first challenge, it adds 1 tier, so now it's a tier 3. You complete the second weekly challenge, it becomes a tier 2. You complete the third weekly challenge, it becomes, or sorry, not tier 2, a tier 4, then a tier 5 for the third weekly challenge. That's how it should be. It should be a way to farm the event while farming the event. The other issue, like I said, is with the battle pass, you can't, or the event pass, you can't earn it. You can't level up on it. The only way you can level up is doing the dailies, which you'll get 2 levels per day, and you have to do all of them. You can't miss out on any of them. You can re-roll them, but you have a limited amount of re-rolls. So, I only have a few because I kept them from last event, and obviously if you keep them from this event, you'll have a few. But, again, you have to level up to get enough, so that's a problem. So, as a whole, this event is set up to absolutely waste your time, make it extremely hard to get anything, and make it where you have to farm stuff you don't really want to if you want to get it, and then you also don't get any bonus for farming stuff that you don't like, because the event pass rank will not go up. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. So as a whole, this event is bad. The last one was decent, but it was a beta version, basically. So it was the first one. So it was okay for a first one, but they didn't improve anything. If anything, they made it worse. Now you can buy, yes, you can buy the event ranks, which you shouldn't. 100 per level is stupid for something so small, and nothing really great in here at all. So it's not worth your time or effort, in my opinion. But yeah, so as a whole, there's a lot of problems. Again, I think the easy way they can fix this is make these 1 week events have a tier system. They have weekly challenges. All weapons start at tier 2, and then if you hit every single weekly challenge you complete would add there'd be 3 weekly challenges, and each one would add 1 tier to your weapon to tier 5. I think that is the best solution. I think it was a horrible idea for Bungie to tie this to Guardian rank. I get Bungie want Guardian rank to be useful. If you want it to be useful, how about you actually give it a system where it rewards you weapons or armor that's unique to it, or ornaments, or anything really. Special things that can only come from Guardian rank, then people would go farm their Guardian rank. This is not how you make Guardian rank worth it. This is how you absolutely anger the community. This was a bad system from the get-go. Bungie, it's only the second day, and everyone sees how bad it is. It's not just a me person. It's everyone. Everyone's complaining about this because it's a good complaint. This is not designed around an event that's a week long. It's designed around an event that's permanent or several weeks long. A week-long event should not have so many drawbacks, should not have so many negatives that absolutely screw you. Yes, there's fine with, having to farm stuff. The engram system, I think, is dumb. You should be able to earn engrams like you did for the other events. You could earn engrams and then also buy them on the side if you wanted to. This should be the same thing. Anything in the portal or anything that drops stuff should be able to give you engrams for this. They should also have their own spot. They shouldn't go into your exotic engram area. They should have their own spot. I don't know why they go in there. Personally, I think that's dumb. They should just straight up have their own spot. I think that'd be really great. Because their event thing, they should have an event thing right here. It's just all the engrams, and you can just straight up buy it. You're in the engrams, you're in the material, you come in, turn them in. You can just open engrams for something random, or you can focus it. That's how it's always been. That's how it should always be, because that's a good system. So this system is not great. It definitely could technically be worse, but this is not great for a week-long event. This does not benefit anyone. Everyone wants the tier 4 weapon or tier 5 weapon. You can't seem to get a tier 5 one at the moment. Tier 4s are a pain in the ass to get. As you see here, I just inspected this engram here and it shows tier 1s. So this is actually what it shows, what it should be showing. Like I said, when you go in here, I've gotten tier 1s and tier 2s from here. So as you see, the normal one from there shows tier 1s. Well, this one also drops it, even though it shows tier 3. I have gotten tier 1s and tier 2s again, so this is not a great system. If it's going to be like this, it's going to have to be better. There's a lot of issues. Like I said, the best way to do it would be add weekly challenges that you go and farm. You get it. They make it where the event pass is actually farmable. That'd be great too. They should also make it where the weapons that come from the event pass aren't so shit. Because sadly, and we all know it, these weapons are not that great from this event pass. I get they don't want to give you a god roll, but both this is absolutely trash. And this is absolutely trash. These are not great perks by any means. These are horrible perks. Cool looking gun, horrible perks. These shinies are really cool. So, and they're actually kind of galaxy themed, so they kind of remind me of Ride of the Nine themed. They're not the exact same, but they are similar, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so if you want to complete the event pass, do not miss a single day. Do not miss any single challenge, no matter if it's one in PvP or not, just do it. It sucks. It's 4 games of PvP. It's worth doing because you're really going to want every single day here. And you're going to really want to save these tokens for a better time when there's something better to farm. Because these tokens aren't really worth the farm right now. In my opinion, it's worth saving them and keeping them for a better system when Bungie actually evolves it better. Because at the moment, this is horrible. Anyways, that's the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. If you think my ideals for how to make it better, so you can get better tier system as well as better rewards, let me know. If you think it's shit all around no matter what, let me know as well. Bungie, please fix this. This is horrible. I don't know why we did it this way, but this needs to change. And it needs to change pronto. Because if this ain't changed before the end of the event, it's going to be even worse. And if it's not changed by the time the next time this comes around, it's going to be even worse. So Bungie, please, for the love of everything, fix this. I'd appreciate it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Adios. We gone. Bye.